in my leg. Give out, game check.
All right, session we're running today is going to be another leg session. So we're going to actually start on the leg press, but we're going to do a warm-up on a superset, so lying leg curls and leg extensions. I'm not going to count this as a part of the session, it's just a warm-up, get the blood going. We'll probably hit 3 supersets on this at about 15 reps on each exercise. On this warm-up, what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to just get some blood moving in the muscle. We're not pre-exhausting, we're taking our time, we're controlling the weight, and we're just thinking about the session and what we're actually trying to achieve in this session. So just use this as a warm-up, not a pre-exhaust before we move into those heavier compounds. All right, first exercise we're going to run now that we've done the warm-up is this traditional leg press, so the hammer strength one. So where you place your feet on this is extremely important in regards to where you're actually trying to hit. So the higher up you go, the more hamstrings you're actually going to engage. Although it's a quad dominant movement because you're pressing, you can still get a bit of activation in your hamstring. So the closer you come, you can target your sweep. So I want to target sweep and a little bit of hamstrings today on this leg press. So we're going to come in real close and high. Your feet placement, we're coming a little bit higher and real close. So we're trying to hit this sweep part of the quad. You're still going to engage the teardrop, but I really want to get that sweep. So in close and feet nice and straight. And because we're high, I'm thinking about this part of my leg. So the whole time in the movement, all I'm thinking about is that quad hamstring tie-in. All right, we're gonna hit 4 working sets on this. So we'll do 2 or 3 warm-up ones that we're not even gonna count, and then 4 working sets. So just remember, on leg day, I like to class leg day as actual game day. This is where you come in and you fucking go balls to the wall on absolutely every exercise. So every other session, upper body, you're just coming in, you're training hard, but it's almost like the training for game day. So if you come in, train like a bitch here, and you got 12-year-old girls' legs, just think about that. You're training like a 12-year-old girl, you should have fucking 12-year-old girls' legs. And you should be at Planet Fitness training with the fucking girls. Something to look out for on the leg press, it's probably one of the most dangerous exercises if you do it wrong. So when you're moving, do your best, come down. Don't let your back curl at the bottom of the movement. It's where you can slip a disc, where you can rupture disc at that bottom part. So you want to come down, get depth, but when the weight starts to get heavier, stay focused on a nice straight back, so you're never curling at the bottom part of the movement. Although we're doing 4 sets on this, we are pyramiding the weight up. So every set we're putting on a little bit of extra weight. So that last set is kind of what you're leaving all the gas for. And you're going balls to wall, as many reps as you can. You're trying to find the weight on the last set where you actually can't hit 15 on. So as we're climbing, just think about the weight you want to finish on, so you can't actually get to 15 on that last set. Last set on this. So with me, I'm real quad dominant in that teardrop part of my leg. So I'm already starting to feel it way too much in there. So I'm going to slow the movement down a little bit more, because remember, I want to target that sweep part on this. So if you're someone lagging on that sweep and that hamstring tie-in, take your time with the movement if you're not getting that full engagement where you actually want to grow that part of your leg. Ah! Oh. Ah, fuck. Woo. There's always like an aftermath effect when you finish that top set on legs. It's release of blood. Fuck. 5, go, 5, 1. Come on, man. 2, yeah, yeah, 3, 4, last one. Fuck yeah. Woo! Woo. Good set, bro. Now, I know I said 15 reps, but when it's moving that easy and it's leg day, you push yourself those extra reps. We just got 25 reps on the last set. So next week when you come in and do that exercise again, just know that your last set you got 25. That's your starting weight now. All right, next exercise we're doing is the front squat. So when you load the bar on the front, you're actually hitting a lot more of your quad. Because the weight is distributed into the front of your body, you can take a lot more of the quad. We're still trying to hit depth. And no matter what weight you actually go up to on these, always start on the bar, get the movement right, get your form, your technique, and think about the weight as we start climbing up. A rep range we're trying to hit on these, because it's more of a compound movement, we're aiming for that 8 to 12 rep range. So still pyramid the weight up, but get to a point where you're about 8 and 12 reps. Go one more, man. All right, next exercise we're doing is a V squat machine. There's heaps of different variations doing this, but we're just gonna do it normal. So we're driving into the movement. We're trying to keep our core locked and engaged, and we're getting as deep as we can to get a little bit of glute activation in this. But again, it's more of a quad dominant day, so we're focused right on that front part of our quads, bit of the sweep, so nice and close with our feet placement. Hey, good. But when you're trying to brace and engage your core, what you're trying to think about is sucking in the air and pushing it into that lower part of your back. And you're actually trying to compress your chest to your hips. So you're never hyperextending your lower back and keeping an arch at the bottom. That's where you get that pressure and you start to feel those slip discs. So you're trying to lock, engage, keep your back nice and straight as you get to the deeper part of the lift. Give me 6 of those. 2, yeah, 3, 4, keep that depth, 5, go, yeah man, let's see the difference in it. Real important for this type of lift, I see a lot of people doing it, you're not bending and hinging at your hips on these and squatting like this. So a lot of you are coming down and doing the movement like this. You want to keep your back nice and straight and come down in the movement. So watch the difference in doing it wrong to doing it right. So a lot of you are coming in, you're squatting, thinking you're squatting like this, putting all that pressure on your lower backs. So proper squat, you engage your core, you lock and keep nice and straight through your back, and you're squatting down, keeping your chest nice and high as you come up. Last set. Yeah. Yep. Oosh. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
6, 9. Come on.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
8. Come on. 9. 2 more. Come on. 10. Come on.
Yeah.
11. Last one. Come on.
Fuck. Woo. Gotta be a little bit twisted to train legs like this. A little bit fucked up in the head. Exercise we're doing is a Bulgarian split squat, a variation on a Smith machine. So We're not trying to load this one up too heavy. We want to hit about 12 reps on each leg. And we're trying to control that weight so we're coming backwards and down at the same time. Get a little bit of glute activation in this as well. But again, the emphasis is on that sweet part of our quad. So nice and controlled on the way down and shoot up from the bottom. Woo! Yep! Nice and light. Oh, yes. Ooh. Yes. Yep. In this, you want that bar placement to be a little bit lower on your back so it's not crushing your neck and forcing you to strain yourself as you come down. You want it on that shoulder blade part in the middle part of your traps so you can keep a nice straight back when you're coming down on the movement. All right, let's go. 12. Yeah, good bro, 1, 2. And trying to get that full range of motion so that back knee that's up, you almost want to touch the floor. You should get very close to touching the floor. That's when you know you're at full range of motion on the quad that's working. Come on, bro, let's go. How many? 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Go. Yep. 1, up. 2, rack that, rack. And don't be afraid to rack in between legs. Because we're working that back foot as well that's up, that's actually still getting work in the whole time this one's doing all the work. So in between switching legs, rack the weight if it gets too heavy, have a 30-second rest and then go into the next leg. 6. Oh shit. It's not even that hard. I just scream like it's hard. Makes it sound better. One of my biggest pet hates in the gym is guys leaving their fucking weights on the machines. Imagine what the guy looks like who left this on here. Imagine what he looks like, has no respect for the gym. He obviously has no respect for himself. Imagine what he looks like. All right, we're gonna finish legs off with 10 sets of calves. So we're gonna do 5 sets on the seated calf raise and 5 sets on a standing calf raise. Now, I like to start all my calf stuff on seated stuff. So anything where you're bending your knee, you're targeting that soleus part of your calf. So that real thin part of your calf. Anything where you're extended is that gastrocnemius, the thick part of your calf. So I like to, because I lag in that soleus part, I start all of my calf movements with a bend in my knee. So we're starting with seated calf raise, 5 sets. I'm fucking crampy.
Salt water.
Yeah, I need some fucking salt, bro. Fuck, all right. On these as well, in these lighter ones, I like to do like a pulse at the top part of the movement. So get a full stretch at the bottom, I come up, full flex at the top, quarter of the way down, and then another pump. We call these pulse reps. So 1, 2, 3. I'm getting 15 on that. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is a standing calf raise. So again, when your leg is straight, you're targeting that thicker part of your calf, so the gastro part of your calf. So I like to do the seated one first to get all the blood into that soleus part, that real thin part of your calf. So it's still getting worked on these, but this one targets more so that top part, the thick part. You'll notice too on these how, again, I'm doing pulse reps on them, but I'm real focused on squeezing as much blood into the calf as possible, and I'm controlling the weight. So I'm not just going in and bouncing and just doing the movements quick. I'm thinking about that growth in my calf, and I'm pushing as much blood into it as possible. Just remember that when you are trying to bring up any type of muscle group, you're trying to think about that actual muscle so you're using it properly and you're not engaging all the surrounding muscles. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, that's leg day done. Quad dominant. We'll hit our warm-up, superset, quads and hammies to get as much blood in as we can. 4 quad dominant exercises, and we finished on 2 calf exercises. So that's the leg day done. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.